Hello Valiants, welcome back to Vibrant Authentic Living. This is Nandi and I'm sharing with you today about the guinea. So here you have it in Jamaica. Here we get them by the bundle in clusters. They grow in clusters, and with the vendors will sell it already bundled like this. Alright, so the guinea is very tangy. It can be very tangy. Some varieties are stamy as well. Some are very sweet and some are more sour. In some of them, the flesh is more difficult to suck because it's something that you would suck, right? And in some, the flesh just naturally just eases off the seed into your mouth. Very succulent and kind of jelly-like, just slides off into your mouth. And then in other varieties, it's a little harder to get off, right? I of course prefer the ones that are sweet and jelly-like and just ooze off the seed. Now the Guineps seed is edible as well. In some cultures it is roasted and eaten, similar to the jackfruit seed, the way the jackfruit seed is done. Now I should tell you there's a little caution with the guinea, because the seed, because it is so slimy and because of its size and shape, it is a choking hazard for small children, so you have to be really careful. Now in Jamaica, growing up, you would hear little stories every now and then, not often, but you would hear stories of children choking on the guinea seed and actually dying. So it's a fruit that you really have to be careful with, particularly with the smaller children. They love it, they love the guinea. When my kids were growing up, what I did was I got a fork, the metal fork, and I would get the guinea. So you pick the guinea and you use your teeth, of course, to bite into the skin. The skin is tough, and you use your teeth to bite into the skin to expose. This is a twinnie. This is what we would call a twinnie. So it's like twin seeds in one, right? So when you were little, you always wanted to find a twinnie. All right. So you would remove this seed. Oh, this one just comes off anymore. Here's a seed. Right, so as I was saying, so I would just remove the seed, and I would get the metal fork and stick it all the way through the middle. Make sure it's wedged in and come out on the other side, so I know it's the fork hold it, right? And then I would hold the fork sideways, not front way, so the child can suck off the seed. I would hold the fork sideways and I just hold it at their mouth and they'll just suck. As mothers, as parents, you have to be innovative, and you have to find ways of keeping your children safe while they still can enjoy their childhood. So that's how my children had guineps, and I would not allow them to eat guinep any other way until they were big children, like 10. So whenever I would buy guineps, I would just get the fork, push it through the seed, push the prongs through the seed, hold it firm and just hold it at their mouth, and they suck, and then you take that off and put another seed. Yes, it sounds tedious, but it's safer because children have died from, because the guinea is succulent and some are even slimier than others, and you know they're sucking that and it's round, it can get wedged in the throat. And as a matter of fact, one of my novels, The Fighter in the Family, that happened to a child in that novel. You know, he was eating the guineps and it got stuck. So it's definitely something I bear in mind, and I need to caution you about that when you're giving guineps to children. Even adults have to be careful. You know, we all can choke. Don't think you're too big to choke. Alright, so yeah, so we break the skin with our teeth, and I just had my half of my twinny. This one just comes right off in your mouth. So when you're done, you can collect it in its own little receptacle. It comes with its natural receptacle, and you put that aside and you pick another one. Bite it with your teeth, and that opens it, and you just pry it. Look at that. Look how gorgeous. Oh gosh, look at that. And you just this is good. I was lucky. This is one of the ones. It's sweet. It's still tangy, you know. Sweet, and just come off in the mouth. This is the kind that I like. And this is the first batch of the season. So the guineps will come in the summer. So I'm just seeing them coming out now. Right? I'm telling you, these are good. Now, you have to make sure that you have the guinep when it is fully ripe, because they are toxic when they are not fully ripe. You know, some fruits are toxic, particularly if you pick them when they are not ready to be picked. So you really have to respect the fruit and respect its process and allow it to come to maturity. It will let you know when it is ready. When I was growing up, we had a big guinep tree in our yard, and you know, when the time came for us to pick, man, we'd get bunches and bunches and bunches of guinep. You would eat guinep until your mouth was your mouth felt sore, to be honest, because of the amount of guineps that you would eat. Alright. Growing up in Red Hills, I had so many fruit trees around, and I felt so blessed to have been able to grow up in nature like that with so many fruits around, and you just reach up and pick, or you get one of the older ones when it's picking time and everybody's there looking up and catching, and you know, it was just awesome. Alright, so the unripe guinep is toxic, so be careful. The leaves and the seeds, so the leaves are used to make tea, and that is used to help with diarrhea. Some cultures, like I said, they roast the seeds and eat them. Now the guinep, the natural guinep fruit, is full of amino acids, so that's the natural basic protein source, and calcium. It has carbohydrates, fiber, iron, riboflavin. The guinep pulp, the natural pulp from the fruit, it is anti-inflammatory, and it has been used traditionally to help with asthma, which you know is an inflammatory reaction of the bronchioles in the lungs. The guinep has also been used to help with persons who have insomnia, can't get to sleep, or just sleep a little bit and then they wake up. It helps to fight. It has properties. It has been found to have properties that help to fight certain types of cancer. So the Guinep is really great. It's awesome. And when you get a nice batch, a nice bunch of Guineps, you just want to keep chomping them down. I'm telling you, these are so good. It's so crisp. The skin is just so crisp, and it comes off so beautifully. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? These are good. These are good. I'm always kind of wary of when I'm buying the Guineps, because I don't want to buy the sour ones. So in Jamaica, where the vendors have this thing they call it taste and buy. So when they're selling Guineps, they say taste and buy, taste and buy. I mean, you can come and pick one and taste it and see if it's the kind of Guineps that you want. Right, so I went today, I'm taste and buy, I take one and taste, and it was satisfactory. These Guineps are good. These are good. Alright, so that's it with the Guineps. So guys, if you want to support the channel, just go on over to Patreon. Follow the link below in the description. Go on over to Patreon and become a supporter. If by this time you still have not subscribed, just go ahead and do so now. Subscribe, share the video, drop a comment, just to give me some feedback on the channel or about this particular video. And as you know, we promote the eating of fruits in abundance because this is the best food for humans. It's awesome, it's great, it's wonderful, and this is what we're promoting. So until next time, this is Nandi, and I shall be eating some more Guineps.